Hello, girls. So it looks like we are back with the shenanigans. So if you don't know, Rachel has been in contact with Emily. And, when you hear that, you think that they've been talking and discussing serious things. No, they haven't. Rachel, for some reason, don't know, I guess she was bored, maybe. She reached out to Emily because Amber mentioned on one of her shows that, Emily didn't kick her or something like that. So Rachel thought it was a good idea to send Emily an email. She was testing the water, she was checking the temperature. Rachel asked and said, "Hey, Amber is saying this. Is it true?" And then um Emily replied and said, "No." And then there was also some message about don't talk about my daughter in your live streams. Something to that effect. So personally, I think that Rachel should just let it go. Like, just stop, man. Like, you're doing too much. You're trying too hard. Just keep making the content that you're making. You don't have to touch the poo. You did it. It blew up in your face. You've lost so many subscribers. People feel a way about you because of the disrespect you had towards your viewership. Just let it go. Just leave Amber and Emily alone, right? In that regard, don't talk to them. Yes, leave them alone because both of them, are a mess all by themselves. They don't need anyone of us in Gore World, yourself included, to insert themselves into their relationship. They are a mess all by themselves. They are toxic and they will self destruct. They are already self destructing. So we're just here to watch. Fortunate as it is, we're just here to watch. This clip we're about to watch, I guess, is the aftermath of everything. There's some things that have happened prior, but this is the most recent aftermath. So let's have a look. It looks like Amber loses her mind and water is wet. So let's get into this video. Okay, so this stream is titled Amberlynn Spills Tea Tonight. Now, at the point that we're watching it, I think this is hour and 10-ish minutes into the live stream where things kind of got interesting. So at this point, I think Amber is talking about how she went onto Local Queens. So she was dared to go onto Local Queens from another local show. And then she got into a fight with one of the co-owners of the LCU, Mike, because she went in there saying your stream is supposed to be entertaining. It's so boring. Da da da. He got offended because he came up with a creative direction for this stream, and he's the owner, so he can do whatever he wants. So he wasn't happy about that, and she just kept on pushing and pushing and pushing. They were telling her to leave the live stream, but she wasn't. And then, in true Amber fashion, playing the victim, this man is yelling at me. He's verbally, abusing me, I'm a victim, he's being violent, all of that nonsense that she does all the time. So this is the point where we're at in this live stream.
Anger therapy. He's trying his best. And it's like he's literally calling her this fat slob, yeti looking fat fuck, cat killer this, piece of shit that.
But is he lying? Especially about, Verity. Is he lying? I don't know. I don't think so.
And Gidgey's just sitting there like, you're needing to leave, Amber. It's your fault that he's doing this. You're the reason why a man's angry.
I just don't think it was that big of a fucking deal, and they just blew it out of proportion just so they would have something to talk about for the rest of the stream. I don't think Mike ever really planned on doing the sleep stream for real because he had already said that he was going to leave when it gets to like 3 a.m. And then Tina was talking about going home, so she wasn't even going to actually go to sleep there fully. She wanted to go back to her house, so it's like...
Yeah. And they blamed it on us because it was convenient. And now the audience can be like, oh, it's Amberlynn and Tech Protect. They're the bad guys. Amber, you're back.
Finally.
Yeah, Keem got angry. So we were just talking about how, at least my comment was, it seems weird that Gidgey took Mike's side immediately and was like, Amber, you're the reason why he's mad. You have to leave. No, Mike, it's not worth it. It feels gross to see a woman placate a man for his outlandish anger. He should not have been yelling like that. He should not have been saying those things to you. And Gidgey took the side of, I'm going to side with him.
It's actually not surprising at all because Gidgey likes to glaze whoever she wants like something from in that moment, and she wants to be on Queens.
How do you feel, Amber?
Well, I'm just really fucking annoyed. I'm so glad I'm not in a fucking relationship with Keem. I feel really bad for Brantley. Just gonna say that because he's one of them ones.
I just want to say the thing with this show is it's so hard to tell what's real and what's actually fake. So keep that in mind while you're watching this. There's some bits of this that feel like they're being put on that is part of the bit, but there's other parts where true feelings, true emotions are being expressed. So yeah, keep that in mind.
that when a girl expresses how they fucking feel, they don't think that just because they didn't intentionally mean to hurt you, that you don't deserve a fucking apology. I think that's fucking shitty and it's disgusting. And then not only that, well, my feelings are hurt, whatever. Call me victim Lynn all you fucking want. I really don't give a shit at this point. While I'm literally expressing that my feelings are hurt, you're gonna kick me from the whole fucking server. As I'm expressing that, like literally just pour salt on the wound, please. Like fuck that. Like genuinely. And I'm not gonna watch my fucking mouth. I don't care if you're my boss or I don't give a fuck. I genuinely do not give a fuck. If you can call me a dumbass, if you can call me a whale, if you can call me whatever you want as my boss, I can say the same fucking shit back to you times 12.
Okay, so trigger warning, Amber is about to start shouting. And for the rest of the video, at the points where she is, I'm going to jump in before she does it because it can be quite triggering and it's like shocking because she acts like a banshee. She's crazy, okay?
You're gonna disrespect me. Shut the fuck up!
But the thing is, Amber has got no respect for anyone. That's why she's saying that. She says she doesn't care. She can say whatever she wants. Even if her boss is saying that, obviously you shouldn't take disrespect and being berated. But she kept on pushing and pushing and pushing until he got angry and then started shouting at her because she went in there to diminish their show and said, "You guys are not even making money. I came in here. There's only $10 you have from a donation." And that's when he had to say, "No, but we've made $4,000 on this stream," which is a lot of money for most people. But she went in there berating them. And then when she poked him, he got angry. Now all of a sudden she's playing the victim and that I don't care if you're my boss, you're insulting me, I can say whatever I want. So I think that's what Fupa Cheese is about to say.
Told Tag to kick Keem, and that's why you got kicked, bitch.
Look, Keem has been very open publicly on Locale Live and other shows he's been on. It's okay to make fun of Keem. Keem's just gonna make fun of you back. So I mean, it's not like he's gonna be super upset about it.
He handle it with me, apparently.
Well,
Kicked me from the whole fucking server. I literally was so beyond confused. I don't fuck with Discord. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but okay.
Yeah, it was complicated to get you back here.
So we have shouting, vulgarity, and just being crass in 3, 2, 1.
Why would I fucking, sorry, I'm being one guide. Why the fuck would I respect my boss if my boss doesn't respect me? Sarah, fucking sit on it and spin, bitch. I'm pretty sure you don't get any. You're probably fucking drier than a fucking Sierra Desert or whatever the fuck it's called.
First of all, it's called the Sahara Desert. Secondly, I don't think you're the one to be talking about nobody going in the nether regions because we know that nobody's going underneath that fupa.
I imagine that also means he'd go as far as he wants to with who he puts as your next co-host. It could be a detractor channel that reached out. It could be someone that you know personally, you know? Are you nervous about tomorrow? Tomorrow's gonna be the big reveal.
No, I'm not.
Any plans? Well, let's say it is Azooted. You said you would leave. What happens to Bus?
I hope they're successful. And I'm sure they will be without me. I just won't be here anymore.
I don't think she means that because Amberlynn thinks that she is the most important person in this universe. So even though she's saying, "I hope they're successful without me," she doesn't actually believe that. She thinks that she is the whole show.
Want to have, you know,
This isn't a fun show, my love.
I hear you. It was Thursday and Friday. We had a great time. Fucking.
Well, too much shit has happened.
Yeah, I mean that's the nature of the beast here at the LCU is there's always going to be too much shit happening.
Find it again. Okay. Tell everyone the truth, Amber, about why you're having a bad day. Could it be because you and your girl have split up and she's talking to reaction channels such as Rachel again? Why is she no longer in the Discord?
What am I supposed to be responding to?
Why is she
Why
not
are
in
you
Discord?
having such a bad day?
I'm having a bad day all around, like finding out about Scooter. I'm not getting much sleep. I mean, I told Tommy I needed like a break.
Like a break in the relationship?
Yeah, like just give me some space. So we don't have to talk about that either. Today is not my day. Make me eat more garlic. I'd rather do that.
No, I laugh because it made sense.
You're boring as fuck, Fupa. That's all I gotta say. You sucked this show. I would fire you if I was your boss.
Oh, too bad you're not my boss. Anyway,
Too bad you're boring
back
as
to
fuck.
the Emily shit.
Oh yeah, by the way, about that. So not on this show, my love. Not on this show. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want on other. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want on other shows, but not here.
You're not.
My girl.
You see how she's like, but not here, not on this show. Because she thinks that she actually runs this place. Like I don't think she realizes that she's just being used for money and views. Crazy.
What's the Emily
My
shit?
girlfriend is not gonna be.
Amber's
My girlfriend is not
she
gonna
is a
be.
confirmed death feeder.
Hey,
Her
what-
ex.
Oh, you see now, look, I think she's texting Keemstar. because she's talking about something that Amber doesn't want to be spoken about for some reason, but they can talk about it on a different show, which doesn't make sense.
Got up to like 1,000 pounds and was in a air facility. And there's actually photos of Emily laying on her gigantic fucking stomach. And so her ex was also into feeder corn, and they were on.
Can you server mute her, please? Tech?
I can, but I'm gonna have to ask
Thank
some
you.
questions because I'm still trying
Yeah,
to
of
follow the
course.
story.
Of course.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
I appreciate you.
Emily's the girlfriend, right?
Yes.
This is the one that you took a break with on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it, and people already know. There was that kick stream that did not end. It's been covered by Locale Glass today. It was covered by some of the other detractor channels. We talked about how it might be healthier to break up with this person, that they're kind of very mean towards you and they don't respect you. The chat.
Yeah, so we're not going to be talking about this on this channel.
I'm down to not talk about it if that's what you want to do.
Keep her server muted. Keep her server muted because I cannot speak when her fucking voice goes over mine.
Amber, what did you want?
So, you have helped me protect my girlfriend throughout the LCU, and I've appreciated that very much.
Right.
And now that's like over. That's like broken. I'm fully aware. And I'm here to accept that for what it is. It sucks because it's leaking into my real life. I'm literally going to start.
Emily is a death feeder. I mean, is she lying? I don't think so. Then the whole thing about Keem protecting Amber, I think I mentioned it in previous videos that I don't know where she's getting this sense that once she's in the LCU, nobody can touch her. She's protected by Keem, like he has some kind of, superpower. I think it was all in the plan. Get Amber in the show, make her feel comfortable, feed into that main character energy that Amber thinks she has because she's Amberlynnreid, right? Play on that and use that to their advantage. And then they can throw everything, all the lore onto her and break her down slowly. I guess that's what's happening. I don't know if it's truly real or it's just part of the bit or all of it is just mixed up because that's the problem with this show. It's very unreliable. They're all unreliable narrators.
Crying. Can you also turn off her camera? I want her not to exist in this moment, please.
I can't turn off her camera for you. That's on your end.
Okay, kick her. Actually, I'll do that. Hold on. Let me kick her. Hold on.
Oh my God.
How the fuck do you kick?
See, if you actually knew how to do your job, because all Amberlynn has done is come on camera on her iPhone. Everybody's got a very professional setup. They've got webcams, microphones, nice backgrounds. All she does is come on her camera and just sit there and do very silly things, vulgar things as well. Let's not forget that.
You kick her off the server.
Okay.
Okay. Listen,
So,
Amber.
But when
Amber.
it comes to this channel,
I know.
I mean, this show, not happening.
I know, but hear me out.
This is too fucking much for one individual. This is not happening here.
I understand that you're upset.
I'm sorry. Let's watch that again.
You kick her off the server.
Okay.
Listen,
So,
Amber.
But when
Amber.
it comes to this channel,
I know.
I mean, this show, not happening.
I know, but hear me out.
This is too fucking much for one individual. This is not happening here.
I understand that you're upset.
But it just reminds me, like Amber thinks this is her live stream on her channel. She would always do this on her live streams on her channel. This is too much for one person. I can't do it. I'm not dealing with this anymore. And she thinks her becoming emotional will let people ease off of her, not put the pressure on, but that it doesn't work.
Expected. I would not date someone who wanted me fatter.
Well, my
Amber,
theater just got me fries, so I'm.
Amber, let me finish this. The only concern that I have is that your current girlfriend has betrayed you, and I'm not going to protect her anymore.
Okay, but I'm saying on this show, it's not happening.
Now you're trying to backtrack though.
Yeah, but how can I stop that? How can I stop that? If Fupa wants to talk about it,
how can you stop that? You're the fucking boss, you dumb fuck. You're the boss.
Yeah, but I can't stop anything. This is like Savage Situation 2.0.
Like, I genuinely think that you love you get off on this shit. Like, it's sick.
Not really.
It's genuinely sick.
Not really.
You care more about money than like feelings of people.
That's not true.
Well, duh, of course. I don't think anybody would look at Keemstar and thinks that he cares about the emotional, mental, or physical well-being of his, I'm sorry, my phone is going off, of his employees. He doesn't. He gets people who are degenerates on the internet, puts them together in one place, uses whatever people demonize them for or about to make money because people like train wrecks. So I don't know why she thought that coming into the locale universe would be this calm and serene and new start, and that everything would just go so smoothly. Her mental health will improve. It's going to be the best thing ever. Like, no. You watch these shows, you see how chaotic they are. Why would you think you're exempt from that?
About like the people that are watching these shows are actually entertained and they're not bored, you know? And
he's being very honest about that.
I'm telling you, as Fupa's fucking boss, you can say, Fupa, do not talk about this one fucking subject, and that's the end of it. She has to listen to your dumbass.
Okay, 2 seconds.
But if that subject is going to bring more viewership to their channels, do you think he'll tell her not to talk about it? In fact, I think he actually told her to talk about it because they get things, they script these shows out and they think about what will make people send in donations, what will make people click in terms of like thumbnail and the title of the video. So it works to his advantage, to everybody's advantage right here.
There's just a dono, ALR. You were the one that told us about it. How about 40? Then there's another dono coming in. Here's the thing. This is the main story going around with you. Your current girlfriend DM'd a detractor. It's the biggest story.
Okay, if we want to talk about her going to a detractor, let's do it. But we don't have to bring up all the other fucking bullshit. That's literally just a rumor.
But that's impossible. And it's not a rumor. First of all, if you're saying that we can talk about Emily and Rachel having conversations, then that means you also have to tell the truth about whether Emily actually assaulted you or kicked you. You can't run away from it. You have to talk about either or situation.
It's
Let's
part
go with the
of
stuff that's not.
okay, but it's part of an overall thing of her betraying you. This woman that you're
So look, she's pounding her fists like she's so harmless.
has betrayed you. She's talked to detractors so many times in the past, Amber.
When I say that, I mean she is a very dangerous person, right? But I say she's so harmless, like she thinks she's tougher than she is. That she thinks if she threatens by using physical motions, that people will stop. But like I personally don't see her as a threat, basically.
She has. She's betrayed. Like at this point, I'm not protecting her from real criticism that your current girlfriend deserves for betraying you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but this does not have to be on my show. This is my show. This is where I come.
You see, this is my show. It's not your show. You're not the creative director. You're not the showrunner. Scooter probably did all of that. You're just there. You're just there.
To do my job and to, have the drama, have the whatever, but also have fun. I do not want to dread coming here. And it is becoming that.
You keep moving.
Where I'm
How many times, I'm sorry, I keep pausing, but how many times have we heard this on her live streams? Oh, I'm dreading YouTube right now. YouTube is such a weird place. I'm not going to come here anymore. It's the same old script. Like she's got no original thoughts.
First it was, no one in the LCU can talk about this. Now it's, oh, but not on this channel. Like, this is so dumb, like trying to...
You're fucking dumb,
No,
Fupa.
it's,
You
everybody already knows!
So look at this man and his plate of food. You see... This is why, like, how naive, how like silly can you be to think that these people have your best interest at heart? Like, he's literally eating a plate of food while we're having a conversation about your current girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, and we know being a feeder. That's trolling. There's like a buddy troll. Frantic screaming in 3, 2, 1.
I don't want to talk about it.
Whoa.
All right,
Calm down. So is this what everybody was going through? Emily, Beck, Destiny, the Code Red incident?
here's the number one problem. No one's saying this stuff on this show. I can't speak for the chat, but nobody's saying this stuff on the show to attack Amber. They're saying it to defend Amber.
Well, it just needs to be exposed how terrible her girlfriend actually is.
I've gone through and read almost every single chat from our stream on Friday. And towards the end, when we were talking about the whole situation, there was so much support saying Amber needs to address this because she needs to realize how bad the situation is. The stuff that I've learned about this person, right? It's awful.
And the thing with Amber, like everything about what Emily has been involved with, it's awful. But I think it's because it's coming from everyone else. She just thinks it's us against the world. Like everybody just hates our love. Everybody just doesn't want the best for me. Everybody just hates me. They always want to see the worst outcome of me. Everybody just wants to think the worst of me. I feel like if Emily just actually told her straight to her face, because Emily is also a liar. If Emily told her straight to her face, yes, I did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, maybe that would, I don't know, be a light bulb moment for her. But even then, she probably won't because she's so desperate to be wanted and loved.
Not good shit. And I get that she's like, it's my show. I don't want to talk about it. It's your show and everyone wants to hear about it.
She's in a horrible, he is in a horrible, 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 horrible situation, right? She's being manipulated. She's being used. She's got to get out of this damn, relationship. And I don't want to protect the person that's like using you.
To tell
You're
you,
muted.
How am I muted?
You're not now.
I mean, I'm here to tell you that I'm quitting.
Don't.
Whatever. Whatever. You see, it's things like this that make me think, is this just part of the plan? Because in all the other shows, you'd always threaten, I'm quitting, I'm quitting. How are we supposed to believe you? And that is the problem. We've always known Amber as a liar. She doesn't tell the truth. She thinks telling a lie is fine as long as she's protecting those that she loves. It's always just twisting the story, twisting the narrative. And then you put yourself on a program like this where everything is just exaggerated and conjured up. So even if she is telling the truth right now, we won't believe her because the lines have just been muddled, the lines have been blurred. The truth and what's a lie and what's almost the truth and what's almost a lie has all been mixed up. And people will always resort back to how they know you as being a liar.
I genuinely have fun here, but I can't do it anymore.
Oh, stop it.
I can't.
Don't
I'm literally about to have an anxiety attack. I can't do it. And I'm being so authentic and real.
Oh.
I can't. You guys talk about Scooter not respecting me. It's actually fucking Fuba and Yukim.
You don't respect
Fuck
yourself.
I'm mad.
That's why you're here, because you don't respect yourself.
I'm mad at what I've seen.
Genuinely, fuck
And
this
you know
shit.
that. You know that. I've told you privately, this pisses me off. It actually makes me mad that she went and emailed this detractor. It like I'm
Give a fuck.
Look, and this man is showing his food again. Who is this? Is his name Tech? See, while she's having a serious and authentic moment, I'm doing air quotes. Look at what he's doing.
okay, well, whatever. I'm not your friend, but we work together, co-workers then, right? And I'm pissed off. I feel
No,
like
we're
this
not co-workers anymore. I'm here to tell you I am done. I am literally done. You're gonna have to find someone fucking else.
Sure.
I
Come
can't do this.
on.
No, I can't do this. I'm getting my fucking channel back in 9 days.
Uh-oh. 9 days. When was this filmed? On either the 8th or 9th of February. But according to her, when she put out that community post, it said the 2nd? No, I think the first one was 9th, right? And then she changed it to the 2nd. So again, what is it? You don't tell the truth even about the most simple things.
They're gonna
What?
clip that and use that against you.
Use one against me.
I'm getting my channel back in 9 days and I'm done. Everything they said you were gonna do.
I'll sing it in a song for you. Like, I don't care. I don't care. The way that I'm treated here is abuse. This is not fucking.
But they're not saying anything about your
And one of my many gripes that I have with Amber is her use of hyperbolic language. So even just here, sorry, my little toddler is toddlering in the background. Her use of hyperbolic language, she's saying the way she's being treated here is very abusive. That's only when things that she doesn't like are happening to her. But if it's her who's spewing these vulgarities, who's putting pressure, whether it's on Tina, she can talk badly about Rosie, she can talk badly about Roxy. Oh, it's fine because Amber's just getting her lick back. But no. So in her head, it's okay for her to be the mean girl and everybody should take it. But when that's reversed, everybody's being abusive. That's just crazy. Amber, you knew what you signed up for, because even when she was thinking of the idea of joining the LCU, people told her, don't do it, it's a bad idea. But she was like, you guys don't know what it's like it's not real, it's just fake, like they're all friends. And all of a sudden, when things don't go her way, it's now abuse and it's toxic.
Keem, they already had a plan.
Fuck off, Tina. Not right now.
Wait, you gotta let her finish the sentence.
Why'd they cut her off like that?
Apparently.
I mean, you've been threatening to quit and leave since day one.
But I want. You know what? I'm not gonna respond to you this whole show. I want you to know that from
I
this
don't
point
give a
forward.
fuck. Okay, then I'll just talk my shit freely. She's been threatening to leave and quit ever since.
I like Fupa Cheese because Amber is pulling out all the tactics that she knows. Let me shout, let me yell, let me scream, let me punch my fists together, let me stonewall and say I'm not gonna talk to you, and like want the other person to beg. But she's like, well, all right, if you don't talk to me, I'm gonna talk freely anyway. Love that.
She came on this fucking show. And anytime she gets confronted with the real shit, she cuts her little fucking camera off and throws a little tantrum, and Scooter and Sweet Tea would kiss her ass and make her come back. I don't really give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you stay here or you fucking leave. I would love for you to stay here, but that's your decision. And I really don't give a fuck. Go back to your boring ass channel then. You think all these people here are your actual friends, and they're fucking not. And so you got fucked over by being nice.
They are genuinely not your friends. And she's telling the truth. Like, that's 100.
Narcissists aren't naive, so that proves something, isn't it? That proves something a lot, don't it?
No, you are naive. Very much. You're a narcissist who's also naive. or who's just not smart. I wouldn't say naive. You're not smart.
Naive.
All these
You're
people
very
thinking I'm just a
gullible. You
fucking
think
shit
everyone
person,
fucked your
but really
ass,
all it
and
is
anyone
me
has
having
any
too many
criticism
fucking
against
feelings.
you, then they're a fucking hater.
Like I literally can't even respond to you, so it's like, what is even the fucking point, bro? Like,
I thought you said you weren't responding to me.
Just unrelated. This is what Amberlynn thinks she looks like. Because funnily enough, they do look alike, but she's just like a smaller version of Amber. If you look at the shapes of their heads, right? Right? I don't know if you go back to Amber. Remember when Amberlynn had that ombre blonde situation? So if Amber's hair was this color, and if Amberlynn actually did her makeup properly, like see her eyebrows are on point. Here, questionable. But if Amber actually did her makeup like this, they would actually look alike.
Wants you to address the allegations. Fupa's trying to push on the narrative of here's what we have to talk about. This is the biggest moment for you. I don't know what you want, right? I know what you don't want, but what is it that you do want? What would be the direction of us if we're not addressing the fact that there's people around you that are allegedly causing you harm?
because if people knew the real, not just what they see, if they knew.
And the thing is, all this could have been avoided. Remember when she did that sit down video claiming that it's our fault that her and Emily broke up? You know, you won again. You won again. You remember that video? If she would have just cleared everything up, because her explanation was, oh, if you knew what was actually going on, you would just say, oh, that makes sense. If she just came out and said the truth, then like this would have never happened. Never happened.
Really how it was in real life, they would have a different opinion.
Tell us.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that you said yourself. When you were crashing out on your own channel, you said that Emily committed domestic violence against you. She
correct
kicked you.
Yes.
One time when y'all had that altercation in the bedroom, and then
Twice,
another time she
actually.
kicked
her the day that Rarity went missing, kicked her off of a couch, and apparently Emily was just laughing while they were in company. I suppose Emily's daughter was there, because if there's other adults watching that, that's very questionable. So apparently Emily kicked her off the couch and was just laughing at her around people. Does that make sense? No.
you off the couch. And now she went to Rachel saying that you fucking lied. So which is the
Right.
truth?
What's the
Either you
truth?
lied about being you lied about the domestic violence situation, or Emily is now saying that you lied about it, or it really did happen and she's a terrible person.
I'm not talking about this.
Okay.
Let's
Well, now
let's
she's
quick
also-
pause. Let's
Alright.
get these super chats. I also have Lexi saying she woke me up with Buffalo Wild Wings. All she wanted to do was feed me and make me more fat. That's a quote.
Yes, that is a direct quote from Amberlynnreid. Remember when she was reading her diary and she wanted all of us to think that her diary holds the same weight as Anne Frank's diary.
Amber, who said we should take her diary.
So how would she explain that? So it's either it happened, the whole she woke me up with Buffalo Wild Wings and she kicked me, or she just made it up and that she is the pathological liar that we think she is.
This is probably something that's very important to you, right? Personally, forget the show, forget the tweets, forget the fucking TikToks. This is probably the most important thing going on in your life right now, right?
She also said that when they were in Wisconsin,
You are nothing but a fucking drama bitch. You are.
Fupa is just not letting her breathe. She's like, well, you said this, and then you also said this. But I just wanted to note that. I don't know. I just feel so desensitized towards Amber, because it's like for the years that we've been watching her, 10 plus years, right? There's that glimmer of hope. You latch onto it. You think she'll do it this time. She lets you down. You know, hope deferred makes the heart sick. Okay. And now it says, I just don't feel any sympathy, no empathy. I don't feel anything. I'm just like, okay. Like even her crying, I'm not moved by it, which is very sad.
I feel bad for
everyone,
you.
this is what
I
everyone
forgive
wants.
you.
You want the fucking truth? I'm here to give them the fucking truth. And if you can't handle it, that's
know
your
the
own fucking
truth.
fault. You shouldn't have
don't know
decided to
the
date a
truth.
fucking psychotic bitch. And Emily, I
You
know you're
don't
fucking
know.
watching this. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'll air all this fucking shit out. I don't give a fuck. Anyway,
Heck, she doesn't know that. I want you to know. She doesn't know the truth. What these people know is what they see online.
you're not gonna keep muting me. I'll just unmute myself.
Amber,
Exactly.
Roxy just texted me. Okay.
Oh.
And again, this is from Roxy, but she said, and I quote,
Fucking God, I want to die right now.
Emily is still talking to two
Well.
different detractors as we speak, and they are talking about you. Like,
No,
literally,
that's not true. That is literally not true.
According to Roxy, it's happening right now.
Roxy is insane, bro. That's
Who's the
not
reaction
true.
channels? Can she tell us who's the reaction channels?
I'll ask her right now. I'll text her back.
Oh my God.
Okay, like I was saying before I was muted.
Before we get into that,
I
I
have
do
to
want
quit the show, and that's gonna be the saddest.
I know.
I genuinely
Yeah, it'll be sad for you because you've got nothing to fall back on. I think the only saving grace is if she does go back to her channel, like we'll all go and watch, so she will get the watch hours. Life's not fair. But also, what's sad is the fact that Emily, time and time, Emily did the whole expose with Mr. Snowflake. Emily did the whole tell-all with Rachel. They ended up having feelings for each other for some reason. Emily is still willing to talk, even if she just said no. Like you're still showing that the line of communication is open and I can ask you whatever I want about your girlfriend who apparently you're in a healing phase with. You're showing that you're still open to give me information about your relationship. So I don't see how she can just say no, Emily's not talking to two other reaction channels now. No, that's not true. When we have all this evidence to show that it's actually a possibility.
Want to talk about it, they bring it up every fucking day, and you cannot run from it when you especially went to your own fucking channel and admitted that half of it was fucking true.
I will say, when I quit the show, because there's gonna be regret within the community. I know there is.
I don't care.
It's gonna be because
Nobody
of you,
cares.
Luba.
I don't care.
Amber, obviously Rachel is one of them, and then the other two come out in
I
2 days.
literally already know because she responded with the word no. Fucking, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
But more
I would
stuff is
respond
coming.
too, bitch.
More stuff is coming out in 2 days.
That's what I told her. I literally said, I bet they have more shit and they're sitting on it.
They're sitting on it.
That's
It was
fine.
I'm just here for the drama.
What the fuck's her name? Bridget, Mike's wife? Bitch, don't get me fucking started. I can twist this
Has
whole
nothing to do
fucking
with
thing.
this.
I can twist this whole fucking thing. You guys thought Becky.
Like you always twist narratives. Exactly. Thank you for confirming that you twist things all the time.
I'll just say something that's probably gonna make my girlfriend mad at me, but I'm gonna fucking say it.
Say it.
She didn't die due to obesity.
Well, okay, maybe technically she didn't, but whatever caused her to pass away affected by her being 1,000 pounds. What is 1,000 pounds in kgs? I don't think Amberlynn understands. That's 454 kilograms of adipose tissues, visceral fat, subcutaneous fats on a person. That will kill you. Let's be for real. That will actually kill you.
I can't even. Emily was there every single day while her girlfriend or her fiance was fucking passing away, broken. She literally has an autoimmune disorder because of this fucking stress that was put on her. She died from pneumonia, which is really fucking weird due to the fact that Scooter fucking has it. Losing Colleen broke her. You guys have no idea. What Colleen did was for work. The things that you guys see was adult content because Colleen had no way to make money. Sorry.
No. So this is a a screenshot from I think one of Colleen's old accounts. This is from December 7th, 2023. It says, guys, if I did an OF, I'd have taxes on anything over $600 and I'd likely lose my benefits, which I had to fight like hell to get. I just can't, hold on, it's a bit small on my screen. I just can't do that. I'm not comfortable making someone else pay to put it in their name. No, I'm not comfortable asking someone else to put it in their name either. Willow and I have talked about some things, but ultimately I can't risk my health care or other benefits. If you have any idea, post here or slide in our Phoebe DMs, and I promise I'll consider it. So let's hear what Amberlynn has to say about that.
Helped Colleen lose weight behind the
No,
scenes.
she didn't. At the time that Emily and Colleen met, from what we know, Colleen was about 600 pounds. And at her death, she weighed 1,000 pounds because both Emily and Colleen were participating in the Feedy Fun Time Yum Yum community, because Amberlynn is going to say, oh, it was all fake. No, she was actually eating in real life. People are not stupid. Let's not play with people's intelligence.
Everything she could to fucking help her. Emily was the best thing that happened to Colleen.
You see Fupa Cheese's face? This is what I'm looking. That's how I'm looking at my screen right now.
His family said that. Tech, I will fucking turn your camera off if you make another fucking face like that.
Oh, no, there's a bad super chat. I'm not reading it.
This is why we don't take you seriously.
But this is shit that, like, I was never supposed to say out loud because it's too personal and it gets too.
But it's not too personal. You could have just said it. We already knew. Everybody knows what Phoebe's about. We know what the adult fun time yum yum community is. So if you just said that's what they're doing for work, well, yeah, checks out. That feeds into our suspicions, and would have left it at that.
Sometimes people just do these things strictly because it's like, I need to make money and I don't know how. So let me do something that I know is going to get people wanting it. And that's what that was. And it's like, it just fucking sucks because it's like, it didn't bleed into real life. Tommy is not that way with me. She does not force me to, like, yes, during crash outs, like when I crash out, I will say the most unhinged shit you guys have ever heard, ever. And I never, ever mean it. I don't know if it's a B.
So she says that during crash outs, she would say the most unhinged things and that she would never mean it. But my question is, when she got out her diary and was reading her diary entries of her time in Wisconsin, which she said was such a horrible time, was that all fake? Did she just fake all of that? Did she write down fake stories to make Emily look bad on purpose and then wanting us as an audience to believe that this is real and that we should take it with the gravity of Anne Frank's diary, Amberlynn's diary? But now she's admitting that she just lies and makes up fake stories. This is so dangerous. This is so dangerous. And that's why when it comes to Beck, Feline, Destiny, Casey, moreover, I believe that she probably did lie on Casey. Like we've all believed. Because she's still touting this thing that Casey did all these things to her, but now she's admitting that she will make up horrendous lies just to get back at you, and then she'll blame it on her BPD.
I will literally tell you, I hope that you fucking die, bitch. And I do not mean that. Oh. And it's like, yeah, I've said things about Tommy during crashing out moments that like I knew would make her look bad because I was so fucking pissed. And it's like, she has only ever supported my weight loss, urged me to get on the Wegovy pill, wants me to go to fat camp, supports my health, wants me to be mobile, and all these things. But it's like everyone sees her as something that's not real. And it's like, I don't know how to fucking change anyone's fucking opinion. And it's driving me insane. It's like literally driving me crazy because it's like who she is in real life is completely opposite.
But then whose fault is that? It's Amberlynn's fault. She's created this mess, this whole nest of convoluted, she did this, she didn't do it. She did it, she didn't do it. How are we supposed to believe you? Like, you're the one who is at the center of all these problems. If you would just tell the truth, we wouldn't be having all these mix-ups. And that's why it's driving you insane. Because even if you're telling the truth, people think you're lying. And even when you're lying, well, you're just lying.
She herself was on a Feedy website, like looking for fat bitches.
Phoebe.com is for multiple different types of people. It is for, yes, feeders and for fat admirers. You can go to the website and look right now. Tommy likes fat people. She's not a feeder. She is a fat admirer, which a lot of people.
Objection, Your Honor, objection. Let's not forget that Tommy's Phoebe account aside, Emily had a FetLife account that was still active until recently because she deleted it last year. She had a FetLife account saying that she's the queen of the FA universe. Let's not forget that. And then let's also not forget that, which crash out was that? I think the last crash out or the second to last crash out that Amberlynn had. She said that Emily messaged someone on these websites saying, oh my gosh, there's not that many lesbian feeders in the community. So Emily was excited to meet this person. That was the time when Amberlynn was in Wisconsin. So Emily is not just a fat admirer, she is also a feeder. Like, those two things can coexist. It's not either or in this situation, unfortunately.
Or like that. Tech Protect used to be super fucking fatter than he is now. And guess who was with him? His fucking girlfriend. She's skinny as fucking gorgeous. Does that make her a feeder or this or that? No, it makes her someone who can see someone from the inside out and also find the fat body beautiful.
Let's just look at the objective truth here for a second. Oftentimes, people who find other people who are in the category of an Amberlynnreid, a quirky love Rosie, it's offered a fetish. It's not a usual attraction. Tech Protect, I think he was like 50 pounds, 60 pounds heavier than he is right now. It's different. Who weighs 500, 600 to 1,000 pounds and that you find that sexually attractive, it's not the same thing. It's not the case of, for example, myself, I've gained weight because I was pregnant and my husband still loves me. Of course, like, okay, that's normal. That's like I don't want to say normal, but a more common thing to happen in terms of weight gain. And also, someone who is that big, 500 pounds to 1,000 plus, that person is not well. You don't get that size by being in a mentally stable place. And that is the case for Amberlynn. So I'm questioning you as the person who finds someone who's mentally not stable, emotionally unstable because they use foods to curb their emotions, that you find that attractive. That's why everybody's giving Emily the side eye.
Have her come on the show.
I'm like, Karen,
Have her speak a truth. Have her say just her story. She doesn't go on camera.
I just want to say this guy, well, everybody, including Keemstar, these people are just so manipulative. Because you see, they've broken her down to such a low point, and then now he's coming in to try and soften the blow and say, you're saying your truth. Nobody's believing you. How about Emily should come onto the show and tell her truth, because they know that will bring in ratings, that will bring in the views and bring in more money.
you guys really think for 2 seconds, you think that I would be with someone who did that?
Yes.
For 2 seconds.
I don't
because
think so.
Fupa, you are insane.
No, you
Um,
would be with a fucking tree if it looked at you the right way. You are
Correct.
that
That's
fucking
how I know.
desperate, and you would be with her because you said it yourself. She's the first one to love your body just the way it is.
Look, we're
So-
passing by a ton of super chats.
If you saw my DMs, you would think differently.
And this is how I know that Amberlynn is so juvenile in her thinking, because she said, oh, if you saw my DMs, you think differently. But maturing is understanding that just because people flood your DMs, giving you all this attention, saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, I love your legs. You're so sexy. That she thinks that she's hot shit, but she's not. I remember back in my day when I was a little hot young thing. Think about Dalton for a second. So just because people are pouring in all this attention, because they know that you're someone who's easy and they can get what they want from you. So they know that Amberlynn is bait. That's why Emily sent her a message on TikTok. Erica was able to have something with Amberlynn. Jade found herself a nice cushy place to stay. Jade got all her sneakers. Jade got all her tattoos because she knew that Amberlynn was an easy target.
Literally right after the girlfriend was still seeking obese women in auction tanks, Amber herself admitted it. It was a real kink and led
I
to
was
real
mad.
death.
It's not true.
Yeah, so Amber's saying now it's
I lied.
because of being upset. That's why she said it. We had Dennis come in saying, Amber, we all crash out and say things, but you as a public figure who has influence on people, be it a little influence, you should be mature and professional enough to understand that what you say causes lashback on people.
And that's why I feel like shit about it. Trust me, every single day.
Emily was found on Colleen's post, like supporting the feeding shit.
That is how she made money. That is how Colleen made money. That was her job. She was
Emily
an adult content
encouraging her
creator.
to actively unalive herself because she was
No,
already
it
like
wasn't. It
1,000
was fake. It was fake. I'm not supposed to be saying this, but she would fake these things.
You're telling me a 1,000-pound woman is faking eating
She
shit?
wasn't. She lost hundreds of pounds while being with Emily and in that rehab.
That didn't happen. That's a lie.
My
She
body.
was. You don't have to buy it. I'm literally sitting here, the most vulnerable I've ever been in my. I will mute you again.
I don't
You
care.
will
I'll
not let
unmute
me fucking
myself.
speak.
I'll unmute myself.
Like genuinely, like I am the most vulnerable I've ever been in this moment, and you still just look like a Lego piece. You are a sociopath. Like you don't.
You see, it's stuff like that. Now she's taking digs at the way Fupa Cheese looks, but this is how she wants to look. This is how she thinks she looks. But anyway, again, I'll just say it again. Like, it's so sad. I don't feel anything. Nothing. Not even an emotion. Even though she's saying that this is her most vulnerable moment. It's like, the trust has been lost. The trust has been lost. And I hope babies actually see who they're supporting. I really hope they do.
Give a fuck about anything. I'm telling you, if the roles
You
were reversed as
should
much
do.
as I hate you and this was happening to you, I'd be like, damn, I low-key feel bad.
And here we go with the moral grandstanding. How Amberlynn always likes to flip it onto other people and say, if this was happening to you, I would feel so bad for you. I'd be so empathetic. I would never want such things to happen to you. But we know that she's the most vilest person that has ever, well, not the most, but she's horrible. Okay. She's horrible. Because even with the salty crab thing, word on the street is that she knew about it. So she had an email saying that Salty Crab's account is going to be terminated. Remember when she was crying saying, oh, if your reaction channel, I wouldn't want any of this to happen to you. Again, trying to pull on people's heartstrings to get sympathy. So that's what she's trying to do with Fupa Cheese, saying, if the roles were reversed, I would feel so bad for you, because she thinks she's such a good person, but she's the farthest from being anything good.
But you are crazy and I do not want you working with me. I do not want you working working with me. Like, it's either I go or you go or someone, like, because I cannot do this fucking drama day in, day out. I can't. Like, my heart cannot take it. Like,
You
if I have a heart
realize
attack, like,
most
Please
of this
don't
is the
have a heart
internet.
attack. I wanted to give you an announcement. Something
Oh, what is this?
stupid. If Roxy was the person coming onto the LC,
Amber, FAFO, let's spill some real tea. And then that's Emily feeding Amberlynn some cherries. I remember that.
I'm like actually not joking. Like, quitting is probably the best option for me.
Good. Quit. That'll be good for everybody. Again, it's the threats of I'm leaving. Same thing with Emily. I'm leaving Wisconsin. So that people will beg her to stay. Just go away. Just go.
You can see you're witnessing. I'm like being vulnerable and I'm
Yeah.
telling the truth about everything, and still no one is believing it. Someone right in front of me, Fupa Cheese, who knows me, even outside of this, just a little bit, like,
Fupa's a
you know,
bitch.
whatever. It fucking is the most horrific feeling in the world. I can't get through to anybody.
Amber, I
all.
understand your point, and
And that is all your fault.
you're trying to defend her and say that this is not.
I'm not
how it
defending
is.
her. I'm not
No,
defending
let me
her.
finish. I understand that you are saying these things and you're saying X, Y, and Z is not true. It's not how it looks. But when you look at it from an unbiased point of view and you see all these pieces put together,
You're biased though. You're not
No.
looking at it from an unbiased point of view.
there's so much. And what about when you said Emily was looking at fat bitches
I
on
lied.
And I don't even think that it's about being like biased or unbiased. It's just having common sense. And I don't think Amber thinks that people are intelligent enough to connect the dots, to put things together and to make comprehension. She doesn't think that people have comprehension skills to say, oh, A plus B plus C equals this. She just thinks everybody's dumb. She thinks she's smarter than everyone, which is not true. And she just can't believe that. So even when Fupa is saying, from someone looking objectively, taking feelings out, how we feel about Amber, it still doesn't make sense. It still looks as bad as it is.
I fucking lied. That's what I did.
Lied because then she was caught on TikTok trying to slide into someone else's DMs, and that girl was morbidly obese, laying in
talking about
hospital
Zio?
bed with an oxygen tank.
Are you talking about Zio?
I don't know what the fuck her name is.
That's just a friend of both of us.
Emily was trying to
it's
slide
not.
up and
No, it's not. First of all, Emily was in the DMs of Spanx Beluga. It's gross. Emily was DMing Spanx Beluga, and then Amber came and said, "Oh, I don't care about who she's talking to before she met me." While they were still dating, Emily was still talking to other women who are rotund, still talking to them, and that included Zio. And then Amberlynn then befriended Zio the Dreamer because Emily was in Zio's chat sending her corn, not like corn, like actual real corn bits on TikTok, like the food. Yes. So they're not friends. Emily wanted a piece of Zaya because Zaya was in the hospital on an oxygen tank for real, for real. And then Amber got jealous because she's an unhinged girlfriend and she befriended Zaya.
Rumors, bro. It's like no one wants to believe the real thing. They'd rather believe the most dramatic, fun thing to listen to.
no, I don't believe Emily was this woman was her fucking soulmate, because if she was, she wouldn't be already trying to talk to people like weeks later.
Do you know that one of the most common ways for widowers to actually meet someone else is at the funeral of their fucking husband?
Yep.
That is fucked.
That happens, but that just because it happens regularly, more commonly, doesn't make it right. Because at the end of the day, you're still not healed from the death that you and the grief that you just experienced. Take some time and then find someone to be your partner. Because that's just toxic. And this is the toxicity we're looking at. Amberlynn and Emily. Emily hasn't healed from grieving Colleen. She hasn't.
Fair to you for her to try and get into a relationship with you if she's really not over this woman.
Exactly.
You don't care because you have no self-respect.
I don't know about
Yes.
that. $20 says she died of pneumonia secondary to obesity. Her weight put her in the higher risk, and she couldn't recover normally because of the weight.
Just want to make one point. You know, your girlfriend has obviously deceived you recently and in the past, and did a lot of untrustworthy things. I don't know why we're taking her word on her past girlfriend. Like it's literally
Because
like just her word.
because I have proof. I'm like a real life living person who has talked to her family, who has talked to the friends. I'm a real life person. This isn't just a character. I lived with her for 3 months, etc., etc. So that's why.
Yeah, but she could be lying to you.
Oh, so everyone is lying? Okay.
Well, do you think her family is going to tell her bad stuff about her?
I don't know why she doesn't believe that Emily would lie to her, or that Emily's friends and family would come together to kind of push this narrative, because it happens all the time. If you're dating someone who, yeah, maybe you don't really like too much, you're not really sure about them, sometimes people go to their family and say, hey, I'm going to bring this person over act this way. Don't talk about this. Talk about this. Make them feel comfortable. Make the think we're all it's not good, but I think we're all familiar with that. Like we've all seen, those little memes where it's like, oh, my family looking at me when I've brought like the sixth girl home or something like that. Like it's unfortunate, but that's what happens. So it's not too far fetched that Emily would have told her family and her friends, hey, I'm seeing this girl, Amber. Please just say good things about me. Say good things about Colleen. Don't go too in depth with the stories. Don't give detailed things about what happened. Just keep it surface level. And the family has loyalty to Emily, and they will do it. Some families do that. They help in the deceptiveness, so they do.
I mean, you self-admitted, right, that you said things bad about her because you were upset and you lied about it. I
Yes.
imagine if you can lie to someone that you love so much, she could lie to you, even if she loves you so
Yep.
much.
Yep.
She actively just talked to a detractor. Like,
Okay.
and they had a fight about this in the past, right?
Okay. No one actually gives a fuck. Teams are the people who act like they care. They hate me. Like this
I
is
know,
all
but
for drama and for views and content and for money, where I only get fucking this much of it. I'm so tired of this fucking show, bro.
I know, but I actually do care, and I feel like this woman cannot be trusted.
Okay, well she can.
She can't.
You don't know her like I do. You don't know her. Like you don't know her.
Can we
like
get to know
just
her?
Like,
I know that she talked to your detractors. I know that you hate these detractors. I know you hate these people that fucking obsess over you. And I seen it firsthand. So the fact that the person closest to you has done this, I'm not cool with that.
I have a heart attack.
To be careful with saying that, oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh, I want to die. Listen, your words are powerful, and one day, knock on wood, God forbid, what you say will happen to you, and that will be the season finale, unfortunately.
Kim, would you allow her to come onto the show to talk about these allegations?
She probably wouldn't want to though, because like she has an actual like career.
Doesn't have to be on camera. I mean, her face is already out there. People know who she is, but
Nobody will fucking
100%.
care.
Because here's the thing, I think I don't trust this woman at all, right? But I'm the type of person that you always have to give somebody a platform for a defense. So yeah, 100%, she would have a right to defend herself.
Such a fitting time in history. A giant dysfunctional network led by a narcissist and filled with other cluster B personalities. Yet misery exists within so many that it was perfect time to.
I've
create
never
this.
seen a narcissist cry before. Random fact.
Well, I see one crying right now. She's right here. Again, it's like just because someone's a narcissist doesn't mean that they can't show emotion. In fact, narcissists, sociopaths, whatever you want to call them, people who are just crazy, they will use emotions to manipulate you. Playing the victim, crying, screaming, yelling, all of that, which is what she does.
You threatened me and you said, I'm going to quit if you keep talking about this. I think it's more important that I talk about this because I really don't like it. I see what the detractors are saying now.
It's not real. Keep. If I wish more than anything, I wish that you could just meet her, meet me. We all just get so real. Like you would change your opinion so fast.
Maybe, but I'm not going into all these little details. I'm keeping it very simple. And I'm like this. I take a lot of information and I narrow it down to the important part. The important part is she just was in communication with a detractor. It's that simple.
Hey, people make mistakes, bro. Like I don't know.
Yeah, people make mistakes, but at this point, it's not even a mistake. Emily has done this over and over and over and over again. So at this point, I think Emily enjoys humiliating Amber publicly. I think that's something that she's into because it doesn't make sense. And I think Amber also enjoys being humiliated like this.
You don't give a fuck, bro. You're just here for the drama, so shut your trap.
No, I'm here to tell the people the truth, and you're here to deflect, deny, and change the subject, and try to defend this horrible fucking person.
Look, I'm not trying to make your life miserable or your job miserable or the show miserable for you, but this is the main story. This is the biggest story surrounding this show. It's not you fighting with Mike. It's this.
If you think I'm crying to manipulate, then you're absolutely insane. Kelly, I appreciate you so much. And yes, people do want me to speak about it. And did you see? I just did. I just said things that were private that I said I would never say. And you know what happened in response? I was yelled at by my fucking co-host, Fupa. I was told in the chat that I'm lying, that I'm crying for manipulation. So no matter, the only thing that people want me to say is, you're right. You're so right, and I broke up with her. You don't want me to actually say the truth or my side or anything. You want me to agree with you.
I don't think that you are lying. I think it's possible, very possible, that you were lied to because I don't trust her.
Okay, but when I see proof, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of this, but what about her sharing screenshots, her Reddit posts about you, or the audio messages? She does not respect or love you.
I don't care. This was so long ago that I don't care. Oh my God.
It wasn't that long ago. It was just last year. All this happened last year. So it wasn't that long ago. This is recent. Because Amber is always talking about, bring up things that are recent that have happened in my life. Don't bring up things from like 5-10 years ago. We're bringing up something that happened last year. So it's very much recent. You can talk about it.
She just did it now. She just talked to it. Fucking Rachel.
Right, exactly. And that was just a few days ago.
I don't care.
There's more coming out.
Oh dear.
There's more coming out from months ago. I don't care about that. Rachel didn't have a video idea. So she was like, Let me just send one little email to see if I get a response.
Is it
And
possible
she
that
did. She got 2 letters, bro.
You crashed out, so
And
it
the whole
obviously
fucking
worked.
video was made. It's
You crashed
literally
out, so it worked.
detractors are sociopaths, and I'm now working with one.
You got another message of support. Amberlynn needs time to be able to see this for herself. For now, she needs everyone to listen to what she's saying. She doesn't want this to be talked about.
Thank you.
I agree that there should be some boundaries set when you are the performer, right? But when it comes up that everyone is going to be talking about this and you're the one that's not talking about this, it's everyone's message against yours, and your message is silence. So they're not going to be able to
I know, but
say
like,
the truth
So let me get this straight.
seen-
She was doing theater, the last girlfriend.
for money.
So, like, obviously, why would Amberlynnreid date someone with that history? That's just dumb.
the same reason that like people date Batgirl even though she pees on people. Like everyone has different weird
Yeah, but that's different.
things that they
Batgirl
make
isn't
money
nobody.
No, but that is different because you're not someone in that industry. You're like in a different community on the internet. People view you in a different life. You portray yourself as a lifestyle vlogger. So with that type of responsibility and influence, people wouldn't expect you to be with someone like that. They'd expect you to be with someone better.
Batgirl's a nobody. Her husband's a nobody. You're actually a popular YouTuber, and you decided to date like someone that has a
You know what? I agree with Keemstar.
history of being a feeder.
I'm telling you that's not the way our relationship is. And that is genuinely what matters to me.
And maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Maybe you're telling you could be telling me 100% the truth, but you
I am.
still dated someone that played the part of being a fucking feeder.
Real conversation. If it comes out tonight that your girlfriend messages you and says, yeah, it's true. I fucking was doing this for the clout. I was trying to manipulate you. I am this mean evil person who fed someone to death. Are you leaving her then?
Yes.
It would take her talking about it, right?
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
See, isn't this what I just said? Well, not now. It's been like an hour. But isn't this what I just said? That Amber will only believe it if Emily actually looked her in the face and said, everything about me is true. But even then, Amber is so desperate that she won't even change her stance on how she feels about Emily.
She's the person.
I hear you. It's her. Now, if it's not from her own mouth, but it's from every single other fucking person on the internet, you're not going to believe it, right? It has to be her.
Can I explain why?
Sure. Tell me why.
These same people said that I hurt my cat. These same people said that I lied about being.
Oh, well, listen. You did hurt your cat. Let's not beat around the bush. You're so negligent that your cat went missing in the cold in a place that she didn't know, right? Twinkie, if you look at the before and afters of Twinkie, when Amberlynn got Twinkie and what Twinkie looks like now, my heart actually breaks for that little dog. Genuinely breaks for that little dog. Like the amount of dysfunction that you have put that dog in is actually showing on Twinkie Star's body because you're so unstable. You're affecting this poor animal who's so innocent. And it's not like Twinkie can just go away and like run away from the situation. She's got no choice but to depend on you, unfortunately. The essay stuff, again, people are not, I don't know. I'm sure people are saying that she lied about it, but the stories weren't adding up. Different timelines. Oh, my definitions of what essay is different. It's like you just muddle everything up for no reason. That's why people don't believe you.
Literally so over it. Like I literally might have a heart attack. Like,
All right, well, I'm gonna leave. But you need to be pressed on this because, like, bro, this is crazy. This is insanity, Amber.
Or
I'm gonna go though.
If you have to hear from her mouth, why don't you invite her onto the show? You ask her.
at one point she was going to. When it was me, Scooter, and Sweet Tea. And I even told them behind the scenes that she wanted to.
If you make a
Now, with
request,
Fupa here, not happening.
fuck Fupa. I'll do a special episode. Yeah, I'll do a special episode with you. I'll come back. You know that I'm not taking anyone's side here. I just want the truth.
I
to be
know,
said.
I can tell you actually have fucking a
Morals.
nuanced brain and you have empathy inside of you. I can just see that.
So if you want to have this conversation, we can have this conversation. We can clear the air with everything. People can chat in and say, I want this to be addressed. I want this conversation to be had. Right?
oh my girls, so editing me here now. This screenshot that I've put up on the screen, on the screen. So this is from Rachel's Instagram, and this is a screenshot of, I believe, the Low Cow Universe Discord where Amber is having a conversation. And so we have Amberlynnreid saying, it's okay to admit you lack human empathy. So she was replying to someone. I don't know if this is actually Rachel in the Discord. I'm not sure, but somebody in the Discord. Then the person says, kinda hard to empathize with someone who makes serious allegations about DV just because they were feeling unhinged. So in this video, Amber says, that she lied. She made up everything. The whole situation about Emily liking people on oxygen tanks and feeding her, wanting her to get bigger, the 40-piece nugget, the Buffalo Wild Wings, and Emily kicked her. Like, all that was a lie. Amberlynn literally said that was a lie. But here, so the person is saying it's hard to empathize with someone who does those things and blames it on their BPD, right? Amberlynn replies, I never once said I was lying about that. And the person says, oh, brother, right? So basically, Amberlynn admitted in this video that she lied. Emily, like all those things, everything she wrote in her diary was a lie. But then now, currently, she's saying that, oh, I didn't say that. I didn't lie about it. Like, this woman is crazy.
Don't let anyone else take your guys' story. It's you and her versus every single Attractor channel. And right now, the messaging is not in your control. Like, no one knows from her side or your side until you just revealed it today.
I know, but like they're even not listening to me still. So it's like, what is even the point? Like, they're still not hearing me. And I'm being as like real and as authentic and like honest as I possibly can, and I'm still not being heard.
I think one of the biggest problems is the narrative that the reaction channels have that say that she's a feeder. They have found proof on the internet to back up that theory.
None of that's proof.
Amber saying that this isn't true. She doesn't have any proof to prove that the other is not true.
None of that is proof.
It is. It's on the internet. It's encouraging her 1,000-pound girlfriend to eat for money.
I need to make something very clear that I respected you and I wanted you on the show, and that's why you're here. That is why you're here. Okay.
Oh, you see, she's trying to do that whole power play thing. The only reason you're here is because of me. Sometimes I wonder, who does she think she is? Honestly, she's not that important.
No, let me fucking finish.
And I don't care.
Christ.
Why I'm here. I have shit to fall back on like
let
you.
me fucking finish.
Finish, bitch.
Because I thoroughly believed that you were going to be able to be respectful of boundaries. Because that is a main thing. Let me fucking finish. When you told me your boundary, me and Scooter both, we immediately said, of course. I don't care whose boundary is bigger or worse. It doesn't fucking matter. Boundary is a boundary. You have lost every single ounce of respect that I had for you.
Who cares? Nobody cares. Like, making this emotional statement saying, oh, you have lost every single ounce of respect. Like, who cares? You're not a respectable person. Does this woman look like she respects you? Does this man look like he respects you? Do you look like you respect you? No. So who cares whether you've lost respect for her or nothing? So it means nothing.
If I end up staying, which I probably am not, but if I am in a VC, whatever, you pop in, I'm out. I want nothing to do with you.
I'm here to work, not be your friend, and that's where
Amberlynn thinks, oh, you know, we're all buddy, we're all friends. Like, these are not your friends. She's just here for a paycheck. You should have that same mentality.
Doing what you're doing to me now is not work. That's not work. That's not work.
Let me ask you something. Do you think I would really come on here, risk my job, and out something without having it cleared before I came on here? I had that shit cleared.
Team Star, come to the front, please. Hello? Steve is not it. He is not it. Wow. You see? And I think I said this in the beginning. All of this has to be cleared by someone. All of this has to be written by someone. And it's Keemstar, because he goes where the money is. He follows where the money is.
You can sit here and say I'm a dirty bitch and I went behind your back, but I had it cleared before I came up on here. I'm not risking my job and being a fucking
You had what cleared?
The topic that we're talking about right now, I had it cleared.
Exactly.
I'm not saying by who.
Exactly, Teardrop.
You're not gonna hold my thing over my head like a fucking bitch. I'll just come out and say it. My thing that was off limits with Amber.
It's not me holding it over your head.
No, but it is, Amber. Let's be honest. It is you saying, I would never say the thing that you said. You're disrespecting my boundaries. I'm a good person. I'm a better person than you, and that I won't say what you act. Like, she always taunts people like that. It's so wrong.
My guideline was the thing I told her was off limits was my hair. They were going after my hair, saying it was thin, saying I was using extensions, whatever. I said, honestly, that kind of hurt my feelings because I have lost over 50% of my fucking hair because of a GLP-1, of rapid weight loss. My hair is super fucking thin because of my weight loss, and I felt like it should be off limits. But I'm not.
Think how Amberlynn says, oh, I've got tea on this person. Remember the time when she had tea, in air quotes, that, oh, there's a reaction channel who doesn't have a car right now, or something about them not eating or having food. They can't even pay their rent. Sorry. Yeah. Like, that's the tea that Amberlynn thinks she has. Destiny's brother. Oh, your brother's a do addict. I can't say it, YouTube. And Destiny was like, what, my brother? So what? Who cares? And that's the same thing with Fupa Cheese. Like, oh, yeah, she's losing her hair because she's on the GLP-1, which happens. But Fupa, if you're on the GLP-1, take more protein. That will help you with the shedding and hair loss. But even that is like, oh, whatever. It's not as embarrassing as Amber is trying to make it seem.
I'm gonna sit here and let this fucking woman, man, cunt, whatever the fuck, hold it over my head and say,
I'm
I
a
can't
man now?
listen to it. No, I'll just fucking out myself because I'm not about the bullshit.
No, but what I'm saying is that's not me holding it above your head. That's me proving to you that we both had a boundary. One of us respected it and the other one didn't.
Okay, I did it.
And then you went behind my back to our boss and said, ooh, can I talk about this today? And the fact that he approved it, it just goes to show that the type of people I am working with, and it's making me fucking sick. I'm happier without it. I'm happier without it.
On this live stream that he was not going to protect her anymore.
But this is not a surprise to anyone. Her saying that she's finding out these are the type of people that she's working with. These people have been the same from the get-go, from day one. They've been showing you who they are. You refuse to believe them because you have these feelings of grandeur, that you're the star, you're a popular YouTuber. I'm Amberlynn. Everybody only has a job because of me. This is only working out because of me. This is my show. And people see that. They see your ego, and I'm like, oh, really? Bet.
I said fine on other shows, but this show is mine. I'm the entertainer here. I need to be comfortable, and I'm not.
Oh, loser, 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 loser. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Boo.
You know, every single show talks about every single trauma that goes around in this universe. You cannot
You're so
have
stupid
this.
if you're not understanding me.
We
You're
can't
so
talk about this
stupid.
one thing on Buzz, but we can talk about it everywhere. Like, that's so fucking dumb.
You're so stupid if you don't understand what I'm saying to you.
I understand. It's just not a good point. It's fucking stupid.
Okay. Got him a Scooter. I love you too, Tech, though, but Scooter and Sweet Tea, that was like, it was not this.
Let's take his grass.
Because once it starts leaking into my real life, that's when I'm affected. And before, it never leaked into my real life.